Hey, Russell here. So I'm one of the guy who is working with the tech industry for more than 18 years. I worked with a company like telecommunications, e-commerce, premium retail, aviation, and of course, in general tech industry. So my role was mostly in design. I was experience design, and I love to handle customer experience management as well. Looked into growth marketing sometime because I want to adapt all those changes, analytics, and so on, and I took the leadership within analytics domain as well. And then I think after like 17 or 18 years having experience, I felt like let's do something by own. That's how I have started my own business, working with my other co-founders, to have a entrepreneurship role. And that's how I have two different business. One of definitely my passion, which is design and development, that is MuseMind, and another one is mostly about the education tech. So where a company called mentorland, you find your mentor. It's like a kind of a platform where you can find your preferred mentor so that you achieve your goals, whether you are a professional, whether you are a startup owner, whatever it is. You might be just come to Germany or any other places, but you need advice, so you need mentor. So it's like a platform where people get the mentor and they reach their goal. So this is what I'm doing right now. So, I mean, when I was working like a corporate guy, so especially focusing on the design and customer experience management, so I was always thinking, okay, how I can actually contribute to the society beyond, when I'm contributing to a specific company rather than, creating opportunity for designers and the developers. I mean, that was one of the, I would say, the interest or the inspiration when I have started or you joined this party as a co-founder or, building something, different, because I see most of the agencies are focusing on the aesthetics and UI, and there where I play the vital role as a human-centered design leaders. I feel like that's one of the case. I started this, kind of business and working with my other co-founders, and mental and also kind of my passion. I feel like there's a platform where you can help others to learn through different experts, whether it is analytics, AI, data science, design, marketing, and so on, right? So I felt like it's really important to find the right mentors, and then also I was looking for opportunity, and somehow, unfortunately, I got this opportunity to be a co-founder for the Mental Lane. So I'm really really happy and proud, and my team also super proud because they see I'm kind of advocating human-centered design from the long time, and I feel like this is like my responsibility as a leader because I'm working in this domain more than 15 to 16 years, and I have seen the evolution of the design changes. Of course, principle is same, but now you have AI. There are a lot of changes, but still, I believe we need to practice the human-centered design approach. So that's how I see this particular award actually advocate that area. And of course, at the same time, aesthetics, UI is also important, but the human-centric design, ethical design, that's one of my interest area to be part of this jury board, and I'm really happy that I mean IDG and also the organization selected me. So for me, I feel like it's really important again to focus on the human-centered design. So if you look into the age before AI, I mean, when I was designing, of course, I was a designer, also focusing on the different projects. So there was always challenges that people are gonna say, I don't have time for the research. I don't have a time for the kind of depth interviews or the usability testing because they spend a lot of time for the building MVP and so on. But now they don't have any more excuses. I think I want to see when you have a AI with you and how you can actually use that AI and of course make your MVP super fast, and then of course focus on the research. That's really important because decision making is still will be with the human hands. So that's really important for me. I want to see how they are prioritizing user research or the interviews or the kind of this decision making process. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, to be very frank, if you talk about the one of the solution that I like, that's definitely Airbnb. I see it's like the solution where they played with the complexity at scale because you see the way they created the search, that's the important thing there. And then you see you're connecting guest and host, culture, languages, communication. There are a lot of things, but they keep it so simple with the Airbnb. Of course, they're going to adapt more because AI is coming into the picture. Maybe they're going to integrate AIs. They're playing with the micro interactions and animations and so on, so that it's look like more playful. I see Airbnb is one of the great examples. And beyond that, I also love Duolingo, but still I see there are a lot of improvement areas of Duolingo. But if you ask me from the experience perspective, the way they're adapting the experience, they're making human experience, kind of more relevant and easy. And at the same time, they're adapting new technologies, but of course, not disrupting your mental model. I want to talk about the appropriate frictions, because we talk about frictionless design, right? Because sometimes I feel like some of the cases, some of the important information, if you want to delete, there should be a process that should be slowed down, that should ask multiple times. I mean, that's how I see is really important, because people always talk about single step, two click. I mean, they want to keep everything super simple, but you don't need to keep everything simple. Sometimes if you're deleting any important information, that can be slowed down and then get out their way,